Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Youth and Sports Development Office, PYSDO, conducted its mural painting contest, showcasing the artistic talents of Albayanos. Participated in by local artists in the province, this event also serves as an avenue to share their crafts. Featuring the talents of Albayano artists all over the province who registered in the event, the said competition revolves around the theme Young at Art, Instagrammable mural painting contest, which reflects young people's involvement in the arts and youth development. Another story, the Department of Social Welfare and Development Bicol urged local government units in the region to file, pass, and approve an ordinance penalizing the pawning of cash cards by beneficiaries of the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program for Peace. In an interview, Jessica Buendia, DSWD-5 4-Peace Information Officer, said there are currently 27 LGUs in Bicol region already implementing the anti-cash card pawning ordinance, and they want others to follow suit. Buendia said the collaborative efforts of LGUs and DSWD-5 emphasize the importance of cooperation between the regional program management and the local governments in addressing issues that impact the effectiveness of social welfare programs. In other news, the Department of Agriculture DA expects increased demand for raw pili in Bicol after introducing a new milk product made out of the nuts that are endemic to the Philippines, particularly in the region. Lovella Gurin, DA Bicol spokesperson, said they are preparing interventions for the different farmers' cooperatives and associations, FCAs, in Sorsogon province that are potential adopters of the pili milk technology for commercialization. As she said, due to the pili nuts' promising nutritional composition, the researchers of the DA Sorsogon Dairy Production and Technology Center, SDPTC, led by its superintendent Pedro Oliver, developed a plant-based milk alternative from pili nut kernel. Guarin said the project was conceptualized with the support of the Sorsogon Provincial Pili Development Board, which aims for the province to be declared as the pili capital of the Philippines. In the national scene, former President Rodrigo Duterte denied on Tuesday, February 27, that he accused his successor, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., of abusing drugs. But in his latest remarks, Duterte said drugs could also refer to medical drugs. Duterte also declined to further discuss plans about the Mindanao independence movement, which he floated earlier. In other story, the Procurement Service Department of Budget and Management, PSDBM, will not be abolished, according to Senator Sonny Ongar on Wednesday, February 28, in the light of proposals to dismantle the controversial office. Senators Amy Marcos and Francis Tolentino have filed bills to abolish the agency, which has been entangled in various controversies, including multi-billion peso deals for pandemic response supplies and an anomalous laptop procurement for the Department of Education. Senator Marcos, in Senate Bill number 1123, said PSDBM had become a fertile breeding ground of graft and corruption and has outlived its usefulness to the government. But Angara said that instead of abolishing PSDBM, tightening the system would be better. In other news, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Wednesday, February 28, said the reported presence of Chinese warships near Bajo de Masinloc in the West Philippine Sea was worrisome. The Philippine Coast Guard said it monitored at least 3 People's Liberation Army PLA Navy warships some 20 nautical miles from Bajo de Masinloc. The Chinese have also begun using a fishing vessel and deployed signal jammers to prevent Philippine vessels from transmitting their automatic identification system signals. PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, Commodore J. Torriela, said, "The Philippines has fishing rights in the Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal. An international court in The Hague ruled in 2016, although China continues to ignore the decision." And in the news outside the country, Hamas called on Wednesday, February 28, for Palestinians to march to Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque at the start of Ramadan, raising the stakes in ongoing negotiations for the truce in Gaza, which U.S. President Joe Biden hopes will be in place by then. Israel and Hamas, which both have delegations in Qatar this week, hammering out details of a potential 40-day truce, have said there is still a big gulf between them, and the Qatari mediators say there is no breakthrough yet. Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem's Old City, one of the world's holiest sites for Muslims and the most sacred for Jews, has long been a fish point or flashpoint for potential violence, particularly during religious holidays. In other story, the United States on Wednesday, February 28, urged Israel to allow Muslims to worship at the Al-Aqsa Mosque during Ramadan, after a far-right minister proposed barring Palestinians from the occupied West Bank from praying there. Israel has been assessing how to address worship in Jerusalem during Ramadan, the Islamic holy month that will start on March 10 or 11, depending on the lunar calendar. Hamas called for a mass movement on Al-Aqsa for the start of Ramadan. And finally, in the news outside the country, Chinese lawmakers have expanded Beijing state secrets law for the first time since 2010, widening the scope of restricted sensitive information to work secrets, according to a full text of the law published online. China's top legislative body passed a revised law on guarding state secrets on Tuesday, February 27, and it will take effect from May 1, Xinhua reported. The state secrets currently involve areas ranging from government and Communist Party decision-making to military and diplomatic activities, as well as economic development, science, and technology. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, February 29, 2024. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Francia May Boras, and on technical side, Chad Bobbies. Our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduca Castillo, and under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Elzel Greg Hallare, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.